Happy time zone, friends. I have a confession. At my age, 26, I still don't really know what my personal style is, but I want to fix that. So I'm going to make a digital closet in Notion. I think this is going to help me be more intentional with how I dress, and it's going to help me add pieces to my wardrobes that actually make sense with everything else that I have. See, over my shoulder, I already have it set up, but let me show you how we got here. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do at first, so I spent a few hours researching. I watched videos from Charlotte Sendy, Haley Vilena, and Janet Ara. And with that inspiration, a plan began to form in my mind. I was inspired by a few elements from each of them, so I'll put the links to their videos in the description. But I ultimately decided to build my own template because I wanted to fully understand how each part of it worked so I could edit and build off of it later. But to put that into action, I needed pictures of everything. I'm skipping under layers like socks and thermals because if you won't see it, I don't care. But that still left an embarrassingly large amount to get through. I went section by section and tried on a lot of things to make sure I wanted to keep them. Then I laid it out and took pictures. I wasn't too stressed about having the perfect backdrop or framing because I knew I'd cut the pictures out later. But this part took forever, which was a sign I definitely needed a purge. Shoes, I did a little bit different. I set up my phone in front of my closet with the little fold and then just switched out the shoes so the pictures were consistent. Once the photo shoot was done, it was time to upload. But I was staring at a blank Notion page. So I started with a basic database to hold all the information and pictures. Then it would be easier to make a usable dashboard when I had entries to work with. So I spent the next hour or so uploading pictures and logging the info for each piece. And the cutouts I mentioned earlier, it's super easy to do if you do the uploading on your phone because you can long press on the image and most of the time it'll pop right out to copy. After uploading, I had a master database to work with and I could start experimenting with views and automations. So I got to work. I built the most intensive template I've ever made, which I am no Notion master, so it's probably not that deep, but I did figure out buttons, which I think is pretty cool. It took a few days of messing around, watching tutorials, and overthinking, but I finally reached an end product that I was proud of. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take a look at this digital closet dashboard. There's so much that I want to show you. The first thing you'll see is just the basic closet inventory. And I have it sorted out so you can see everything or tops, bottoms, dresses, and so on. And I have that sorted just by basic category. I kept it pretty simple because if everything gets too complicated, it'll be hard to find stuff later. I also have a button for adding an item, so that way I can use this on my phone really easily. When you add an item, it immediately creates a new page, and then you can just fill it in. Let's say I have a white t-shirt. I can fill in the brand, the color, the status, which is owned or wish list, which I'll show you in a minute, and the category, which would be tops. And then I would just add my picture of it here. Then once you click into tops, boom, your white t-shirt would be there. And so now let's say that I want to plan an outfit, and I want to plan the outfit around this black tank top. I've built a planner over here on the left, and it uses the same database as the closet, just a different view. So when it has the idea check mark, it'll show up over here. Oh, what that means is if you drag a closet item to the checked idea, it'll show up in this column. And then if you want to get rid of it again, you just put it back to no idea. So let's build an outfit around this black tank top. Maybe I have that top, but I also want to layer, and I want to use this raw edge linen top over it, like a little jacket. And then I need to look at the bottoms. Maybe this ruffly skirt would be fun. And then some shoes. For this outfit, I was going to do a lot of walking, and the green accent on these Vans would go with the skirt. So that looks pretty solid. And if I wanted to change anything out, I could just pull this over to unchecked idea and pull in some different shoes if I wanted. Now that we have an outfit planned, the way I set up tracking outfits is I don't want to track it unless I have actually worn it, because some things that look like a good idea here might not look like a good idea in person. let's say that, yeah, this is an outfit that I definitely wore. I'd come up here and click the log outfit button. There, I could just say black and green skirt. The occasion, that seems pretty casual to me. And I'll probably add more options to this list as I create them. Right now, I just have casual and outdoors. For the weather, that would be spring and fall weather. And the best part about this is now using relations, I can search in the closet and add everything. So, roughly long skirt, my green and purple accent Vans, can search for my black tank top. What am I missing? The overshirt. So, the raw edge button down. Once I have everything related, I'll also click here and upload a picture. So that way, when I save it to my outfit list, I can see it in action. So what that looks like is if I come to the outfit tab, you can see I actually filled this out earlier. The black and green skirt, and then a picture of me wearing it so I can remember what it looks like. Now let's talk about the wish list. This is built into the main closet database with one important difference. So when you click the Add Wish List button, you'll see a pop-up that looks exactly like the main closet page, except the status wish list is already checked. So maybe I'm looking at everything and I've decided that I would like to get a pair of light wash jeans. If I have a picture or inspiration of what I want, again, I'll put it here, but for now, let's just say light wash jeans. They'll be blue, and the category is bottoms. Now, if I'm out thrifting or shopping, I can go to my wish list and I can see the things that I would like to get eventually. I added a couple of Stray Kids jewelry pieces just as an example. And the best part is, once I buy it, I can just change the status from wish list to owned. I'll head back to the closet, and it'll be right there in the bottoms or everything tab waiting for me, ready to plan outfits with. It's been a few weeks since I built this template, and I am surprisingly pleased with how things are going. I've added a few outfits, added a few things to the wish list, so when I go thrifting, I know what I'm looking for. And yeah, I do need to add my jewelry and accessories at some point, but that is a problem for future Kylie. If you think the template's cool and you want to try it out for yourself, please head to the link in the description. You can get a free download of it. And if you have any comments on how I could make it better, I'm all ears.